Hello, this is Magic, the Interviewsening, your home for the quest for ancient secrets and trade secrets, and your number one source for magic interviewsening. I'm Ruben Bressler, and I am here with Raven familiar Joey Pasco. Joey, thank you for sitting down with me today.
Thank you for referring to me as a Raven familiar. I like it.
We'll get to that later.
Sounds good.
You are the co-host of Yo MTG Taps alongside bearded behemoth Big Head Joe. Yo was one of the most famous and well-liked podcasts around before it ended a few years back. Was that because you wanted it to end while it was still on top like Seinfeld, and not long after it had overstayed its welcome like Dexter?
A little of both. I mean, we ended because we needed a break, and we come back for one-shot episodes when we feel like it.
Speaking of taking a break, you are also the co-host of the In Contention podcast, the official podcast of the StarCityGames.com Open Series. Alongside avid cubesman Matt Cranstuber and some other guy. You replaced current Magic researcher and developer and latest developer Sam Stoddard on the podcast, which are certainly big shoes to fill. How do you think you've done replacing Sam as Cranny's slightly less curmudgeonly but no less prehistoric accomplice?
I think it's been okay. I think the podcast has probably gone in a slightly different direction because Sam had kind of a different area of expertise, and Sam is not at all the same kind of person as me. I'm not the same kind of guy as Sam, and so we created a new dynamic between me, Cranny, and other guy.
Yeah, I forget what his name is.
So I think that's kind of how things have gone. I think it's not necessarily better or worse. I kind of think it's just different. It's just different. That's right.
Speaking of being terribly old, you're 33, correct?
That's correct.
Yet you look like my little brother, which is not fair at all. Are you sad that the Junior Super Series isn't around anymore so that you can trick your way onto it like a Mexican Little Leaguer?
I mean, no. I'm not.
Fair. Okay. I see this is an awkward topic for you, so let's move on. Do you have this is more of a personal question, do you have a curious case of Benjamin Buttons? Or Joseph Buttons?
That would be awesome. That would be kind of...
You're not aging backwards?
I'm not, but unfortunately not.
I think it's the coffee is what's really doing it.
It's
the caffeine is... Yeah. So, by the way, while you're over there, you still got a few gallons left in the tank?
I'm still good.
You're still good? Okay. We can top you off at the next exit if you need. We'll be...
Well, I'll let you know.
All right. Fair enough. So you do a lot of Magic coverage. In fact, by my estimation, you've continuously done Magic coverage longer than anyone currently in the business. And the thing is, SCG events can go long. Often the rounds don't conclude until well after midnight. How do you explain to your parents when you break curfew?
I mean, they just have to deal with it, you know. I got to climb. Actually, what it is I have my swing set, and I climb up the swing set into the tree, onto the branch, onto the roof of the garage, and then into the bedroom.
Seriously though, you can tell me. It's like, hold on, these cameras. Can we shut the cameras off? Can we just? There's a portrait of you getting older somewhere, right? Like in an attic somewhere, just getting dusty and.
Is it taller than me? Because I haven't gotten taller since the mid-90s.
That's a side effect.
Yeah.
How were you first introduced to Magic?
Back in high school, freshman year, 1994. Some guys were playing, and it looked like a fun game. And I would just watch them play. I thought the artwork was really cool, and eventually decided I wanted to buy some packs. My cousin and I went to the mall, and I remember buying packs of Magic and the Bush 16 Stone CD that day. That was pretty much that was January 1995. That's when I started playing, and been playing pretty much ever since, with a few hiatuses.
Yeah, one of those things is a classic that'll never get old, and the other one is Magic. What's your favorite card to open in Theros Limited?
I have yet to play Theros Limited, so I'll just go with Stormbreath Dragon because it's a $35 card.
Fair enough. What's your favorite pet card from Theros?
Favorite pet card? I really want Ashiok to be better than I think it actually is. I did dismiss it at first, like a lot of people. Then I kind of bought into it, and I thought it was a lot of fun to play with, but it's not. It does feel a little lackluster, and I kind of would like to see the format shift in a direction. Maybe it would be good. I don't know.
If you could ban or unban one card from any format, what would it be?
Jace the Mind Sculptor from Modern. That's probably not a surprise.
Which city that Magic or the Open Series has not yet visited would you like to see Magic visit in the future?
Magic's been to a lot of cities, so it's really hard to think of places where they haven't been that I'd like to go. But as far as places that I personally haven't been, I'm interested in visiting Valencia, which is the next Pro Tour coming up. Also, Berlin is one that I've never been there. I love Germany, but Berlin seems like a cool place to go. That, I like Europe quite a bit.
It's because you fit in the beds.
That's exactly why.
What's your opinion of the StarCityGames.com Invitational?
I think it's a great way to kind of have a Pro Tour for the Open Series. And I think being able to have it as an invitation-only event like the Pro Tour for the people who do well in the Open Series or qualify through IQs, which are essentially like PTQs. We just kind of got the little brother to the Pro Tour, and I think it's a great way for people to make a name for themselves. You have the Invitational where just tons of these names end up in the top 8s pretty consistently. You see Jerry Thompson with multiple top 8s and wins, and Shaheen Sarani, Brad Nelson, of course, winning the Invitational today. And I mean, it's just a great thing for the game, I think.
You now have 2 tokens made of your likeness, one for In Contention and the more famous one for Yo MTG Taps, where you and Big Head Joe were Worm Coil Engine Worm tokens. What's it like being the second most famous lifelink token after Christian Calcano?
Christian Calcano is a lifelink token?
He's the lifelink token. You don't know this?
I don't
He's
know
nicknamed the lifelink token.
I didn't even know this.
All right, well.
That's
Anthony
like.
Eason is the Death Touch token.
Okay.
Christian Calcano is the lifelink token.
I didn't even
They don't have
that makes
tokens,
sense.
though.
No, but see, now I get it.
Sure.
With the,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but to this day, you're still in the kit.
Yeah.
To be so if a Worm Coil Engine gets played in Legacy, we'll see Joey Pasco's face.
Well, see, that was the goal.
That's the only way that you'll actually end up in the feature match area.
Yeah, I think so. But see, that was the goal. We were like, what can we make that makes sense? 2 tokens that kind of go with a good card, and it worked out.
Something that you're very well known for on social media is your love of the Baltimore Ravens. Do you think this has anything to do with having never done Magic coverage in Cleveland?
I don't really. I've never been to Cleveland.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
I've
if you
never
go,
been.
they'll be mad at you.
Oh, I see. You mean the fact that I've never done coverage in Cleveland is something to do with the fact that I'm a Ravens fan. Okay, so I'm switch those or
Sure. Are you happy that at least the Bengals are also in the AFC North as well, so that your team looks less convict ridden?
I don't.
You don't like the implication? You don't like the cut of my jib? You don't like what I'm implying there?
I don't like your tone. What is up with your shoes?
My shoe? What are you talking about?
You're wearing slippers.
I'm wearing house shoes. It's what I. These don't appear on camera most of the time.
I noticed them.
They're comfortable. I'm on my feet all day.
They look like
Some of us work for a living.
So.
Sir, I'm not one of them. But. Who's your favorite Raven in the non-felon division?
I'm a big fan of Torrey Smith. Torrey Smith is our wide receiver, number 82.
I guess I didn't clarify convicted felons, so that one passes. That's acceptable.
There are not many felons on the Ravens, and maybe that's just
I believe that you believe that.
Maybe that's just a former kind of an old idea.
They have a history.
Yeah. Maybe go back 10 years, and that would be more true.
Fair enough. Methinks thou dost protest too much, Mr. Pasco.
That's fair.
So that's about it. Usually I have more daggers to dish out to Interviewsening subjects, but you don't have any good Magic finishes.
Yeah.
So, do you actually play Magic? Have you ever played?
I have played. Every Thursday.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you do well?
Define do well.
Well, you know what they say, those who can't do, commentate. And those who can't commentate, Interviewsening. Well, last question. Have you considered learning how to play Magic? No? Well,
no,
okay
why?
then.
Why do I need to learn how to play the game? I obviously just need to
That's fair.
sit and
You
talk
already
about
have
it.
your niche here. So, Joey, quoth the Raven, nevermore. Thank you for Interviewsening with me today.
Sure thing. Thank you for not daggering too much. Either that or I just missed them all.